All right, joining me once again here on the Matthew Filipowicz Show is my good friend Gaius Publius. Gaius is a writer and contributing editor to AmericaBlog, which you can of course find at AmericaBlog.com. You can also find him on Twitter at Gaius_Publius. Gaius, thank you so much for being on the show again.
It's my pleasure, Matt.
All right, so Gaius, buddy, you are one of the top people out there. No one is really following the potential grand bargain / grand betrayal / sequester news as close as you. So tell us, where exactly are we right now when it comes to the potential of the grand betrayal?
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. Let's start with just in the narrow. Where are we right now? Obama's been trying to create a grand bargain around deficits is the way he's framing it, but it's really benefit cuts for Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid as much as he can get, with some candy coating around it about taxes and about deficits, which we know are the wrong goal anyway. So he's had 3 or 4 attempts to do this. The most recent attempt prior to the current one is in the lame duck. The one before that was mid-year 2012. There was a 2011 version. This attempt was around something created by Congress called the Sequester, which is a kind of a meat axe taken to the federal budget. And the Sequester was supposed to force Congress to do something more sophisticated by its deadline. That deadline was March 1st. That deadline came and went, and it came and went without a benefit cuts deal for the same reason all of those deals come and go without a benefit cuts deal. Obama has to have tax cuts in order to make it look like something other than it is, a benefit cut program. The Republicans don't want to sign on to more tax cuts than they already have, and the progressives don't want to sign on to benefit cuts. There's actually Republicans who don't want to sign on to benefit cuts either because they know they'll get slaughtered. So we're kind of at a stalemate. Where we are now is the sequester deadline has come and gone. We're simmering in the sequester. Obama has said, like a week ago, that he's willing to make his next round of negotiations in July. That will be about the time that the debt ceiling kicks in. So he's got another opportunity for a phony crisis. And I don't know if you were watching the continuing resolution to fund the government, but that was 6 months. So they're funding the government for 6 months. So we got like 3 months till the debt ceiling, and then 3 months till the continuing resolution again. He's just got it's a strawberry field of opportunity for him to chase us on benefit cuts.
And again, there is no evidence you and I talked about this before. This is something that he wants. He does want to get these benefit cuts. This is something he's actually very much pursuing, especially the main one that he's very much into is the whole idea of a chain CPI. That is something he is very much pushing.
He's very much in favor of that. He also would really like to extend the Medicare age from 65 to 67. Make sure you're not eligible until age 67, which is a benefit cut and actually a rather drastic one. That will kill people.
Yeah.
But that's actually a good thing that he wants this so nakedly, because it allows us over this long period one of our tools that we need, which is we need to frame Obama as a benefit cutter. We need to cut him out from the progressive herd. There's an awful lot of progressives who are very pro-Obama for any number of reasons, some of which is they just like Obama, some of which is party loyalty, some of which is careerism, and some of which is just they haven't thought things through. For Obama to strip away that mask of yes we can, the very last shred of his yes we can persona, so bluntly, gives us actually an opportunity, gives us one of our tools going forward.
Yeah, one of the things that kills me, I forget who wrote about this specifically, but when even just talking about the chain CPI, Obama and a bunch of people who are defending the chain CPI, they keep saying, oh, the chain CPI is not a benefit cut. It's definitely not a benefit cut. But don't worry, we're going to design it so it doesn't hurt the most vulnerable. It just that I forget who wrote that, but it was just the whole logic of like saying it's not a benefit cut, but we're going to make sure it doesn't hurt the most vulnerable. Well, if it wasn't designed to hurt people and it wasn't designed to actually cut benefits, then you wouldn't actually have to have it so it doesn't hurt the most vulnerable. This is like really talking out of both sides of their orifices here.
Clever, yes. That was Digby, I think, who made the catch on.
I think it was Digby. Yeah,
on a Gene Sperling appearance at Reddit. That reminds me of the great Larry Gelbart line. He was writing about how bad it is to, one of those great stories about how bad it is to be a writer in Hollywood. And his central character in the play City of Angels, a producer comes up to a writer and says, this piece that you wrote is wonderful. I love it. It's perfect. And don't worry, I know how to fix it.
Nice. Well, okay, so we have, that's where we are. We obviously, the way where Obama stands is pretty clear. That's pretty obvious. Let's talk a little bit about, because you recently wrote about a somewhat disappointing thing, but it's not something we should be surprised about. We've also talked about this before. It is also now fairly clear that Nancy Pelosi is on board specifically with Change CPI.
She is.
And with her comes a lot of Democrats, sadly. So let's talk a little about that.
Yeah, and I'm going to frame that a little bit differently. Nancy Pelosi is not a neoliberal, but she's enabling all of the neoliberals around her as her career fades into the sunset, and Howie Klein has bemoaned she deserves a better legacy than she will get from this end of a what could be considered a relatively good career. She's going to whip for Change CPI, which means that she's on board. The problem is that she's going to give ground cover to progressives who will think mistakenly that Obama's never going to face another vote. They think that if they accept Obama's cover story, that they can escape the consequences of cutting the signature Democratic Social Program. They can't. As I've been saying, there aren't enough K Street lobbying jobs going to open up in January of 2015 to give work to all of the people who will be out of work in November of 2014. And that's going to be on the Democratic side and the Republican side. Republicans in strong Obama districts, where either Obama won or did well against Romney, are going to face the wrath of voters. They just are, because there's broad consensus across both parties in the populace that these things need to be strengthened, not weakened, truly strengthened. So Pelosi's going to give ground cover to a lot of wishy-washy / pseudo-progressive / careerist / I'd rather keep my job rather than vote against the leadership. And she's going to bring a lot of votes to that. We're still in a fight. We've won every battle so far. We should be proud of that. We're still in a fight till this thing is dead.